We're live.
We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, into your review for WWE SmackDown main event and Superstars, as well as TNA iMPACT. These are the last televised shows for the WWE before heading into the Royal Rumble pay-per-view this Sunday. A show I'm looking forward to, but I'll likely end up having my dreams crushed by Vincent Kennedy McMahon, per usual. As we said in previous videos, we would normally be doing this video on a Saturday. However, tomorrow we will be doing a Royal Rumble preview show instead. We'll be doing predictions on the matches, Royal Rumble surprise entrance guesses, and much, much more. On that note, this is the Eskimo Brothers Wrestling Podcast, low on the charts but #1 in our hearts. My name is Aiden, and I'm joined here tonight by Eli.
Yes, sir.
And Mike.
Money.
Just the big three tonight.
That's Mike. That's the money, damn it. That's right, just the big three, just the OG.
You got the creator, you got the assistants.
That's right. Before we kick things off here, make sure to check us out on Twitter at Eskimo Bros Cast. That is EskimoBroscast.
You know what? I'm clear right now. Hit it, Eli, you son of a bitch.
For those of you who don't know how to spell.
And tweet us using the hashtag EBW Podcast to have your tweets read on the show. We're going to be going through all of tonight's matches and segments from all of these lovely, lovely shows. So let's kick it off with the best of the best WWE superstars. Go for it, Mike.
Oh yeah. Superstars.
My favorite show of the week.
Superstars kicks off with a one-on-one match between Jack Swagger and Fandango.
Now that's spicy right there. You see, you got the American hero Jack Swagger versus whatever Fandango is at this point. When is the last time Fandango has been on television? That's a good question. I haven't seen that guy in such a long time. No, besides those, besides the best shows on earth. Besides those. I'm talking about Raw, SmackDown, the mainstream garbage, you know. When is the last time we have seen Fandango on any of those shows? It's been a while. Like, Damien Sandow broke his streak. Curtis Axel broke his streak. It's time for Fandango to step out of the shadows as well, maybe. The shadows of greatness.
Remember, this is the guy that beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania.
This is the guy who beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania, but now he might just earn himself on a spot on Superstars main event of WrestleMania, main event.
You two are probably the only ones that remember that.
Hey. I bet Chris Jericho remembers it. I bet he has nightmares about it every single night.
God damn it. Put this guy over.
Yeah.
In the air with JBL's cowboy hat on now.
He wakes up and he's like sweating. He's like, oh, honey, I just had the worst dream. I put over this dancing goon at WrestleMania, and he can't even get on SmackDown anymore.
And then let alone next to his Fandango, you did put me over, Chris.
Yeah, Fandango's like knocking at his window. Oh, Chris, remember me, Chris? That'd be a good movie. Fandango just haunts Chris Jericho. Oh, that'd be so good. I'd buy it. I'd buy a ticket.
I definitely would.
I'd pre-order.
I'd pre-order, yeah. You can move on. What's the result of that match?
Jack Swagger defeated Fandango.
And I'm not surprised, ladies and gentlemen, because Jack Swagger will do that to you. He will pick up those wins on Superstars and main event where it really matters. Not at TLC, not on that mainstream pay-per-view trash, or that Raw trash, or that SmackDown trash. He picks up the wins where it matters, on main event, on Superstars. He's a winner. All he does is win, no matter what. Shout out to DJ Khaled. I heard earlier today they announced that there's going to be a 4-way tag team match on the the pre-show of the Royal Rumble. Jack Swagger is in a team with Mark Henry, and going into this match, I think these two have a good chance. Mark Henry was supposed to be in the match, but they removed him, and I think it might have been for this purpose, so they could actually have Mark Henry earn his entrance through one of these bad matches. And lately, Mark Henry and Jack Swagger have been teaming up quite a bit, and I think it was in preparation of this match. So
See,
I'm sure.
Are we thinking tag team title run for these two?
Well, they
I'm
won
saying,
on. They
I'm
won
saying
on.
greatest.
Whoops. Spoiler alert. Whoops.
Spoilers. Whoa.
That
I'm
happened.
saying that these two are future Hall of Famers. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, Mark Henry for sure.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Well, Jack
Swagger.
Swagger. Jack Swagger is getting there, man. He's like the next Kurt Angle, I swear.
He won Money in the Bank, world champion.
Exactly.
He won Money in
champion.
the Bank and he couldn't even unhook the Money in the Bank briefcase.
But you guys are forgetting his greatest career accomplishment. He overcame and he fought his speech impediment.
He did.
What?
But that darn briefcase still got him.
Hey Mike, are you like moving your computer? Because I just hear like a loud like cracking sound every second.
I was taking this drink right now. That's why you was rumbling.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I remember it was I think WrestleMania 26 when he won the briefcase. He was at the top and he was just batting the briefcase around and nothing was happening for like 45 seconds. He was just like batting it around. He couldn't get it unhooked. They edited that out and everything else.
They probably just didn't even tell him like how to unhook it.
It's not that hard. You push the clip in and lift the briefcase up.
Damn it, Jack! You've watched enough wrestling to know.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what happens when you're in the Cardinal Stadium.
Yep. Oh shoot, what else was I gonna say? One other thing. In this four-way tag team match, there is a team, and that team is Darren Young and Damian Sandow. Darren Young and Damian Sandow. Ladies and gentlemen, you did not hear me wrong. I said Darren Young and Damian Sandow. Eli, what do you think of that team? What is your opinion on that team?
I think it's phenomenal, but where's the logic? Is primetime players not a thing anymore?
No. Are you that far behind, kid?
Did they break up, or did just...
No. They put in frickin' Titus on a solo run. They didn't technically ever break up as far as I remember.
So
yeah,
I'm behind.
I think it's just like
they
WWE
dissolved.
The WWE does have this tendency to, when they take teams and when they distinguish who this top rising star of the team should be, they just kind of drop the other person into irrelevancy. Yet, Titus O'Neil is going to be the shining star of this team, but he's not doing much. He's just beating Stardust every week.
Dang.
And that's really not a major accomplishment, because I promise you, everyone who's going to fight Stardust in this company will likely win. Shout out to Isaac.
That's true. Like freaking, they're making him lose so much, and then make him probably go back to Cody.
Yep.
You never know.
I just wish he had some steam before going. I just wish he had some steam before going back to Cody, because like we all know that it's the same person, and we know that what's this paint doing? You have to kayfabe me for a second, bro. Kayfabe me for just one split second. You're telling me that Stardust, when he has paint on his face, he is not as talented as a wrestler as Cody Rhodes? That's why I want a little streak of success going into Cody Rhodes, because WWE has this idea that their fans are all short memory, short attention span freakazoids, like goldfish. So they're pretty much we're just gonna forget every single time Stardust lost if they put him on a little winning streak. And then bring back to Cody.
Stardust and Cody Rhodes aren't the same person. Shout out Ellie.
Shout out to Ellie. Psych! Don't shout out to Ellie for saying something like that. What was next on this show, sir?
Go back to Twitter. Next match was, I believe it was Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz in a very boring match.
Dolph demoted to Superstars.
Whoa.
No, he's already boring enough. He doesn't need to be on Superstars.
Eli, did you just say demoted to
No,
Superstars?
I swear I didn't say that.
I think you meant promoted to Superstars, because Superstars is called Superstars for a reason, Eli. This is where these superstars come to play. Hey, Mike, that crackling sounds back again.
I don't give two craps at this moment.
But what do you do, damn it?
I'll mute you.
Oh.
But yeah, I literally just watched a video 10 minutes ago. It said that Dolph Ziggler has been in the most televised matches since 2006 at 380. That is
Who the hell cares?
ridiculous. The second guy is Sheamus with 325.
Really, Sheamus?
Yes.
I'd expect someone else because Sheamus has missed some time.
Yeah, I would expect someone else too, but what culture apparently knows their stuff?
Oh yeah, what culture?
Aiden.
They're smart guys. Oh my God, how did you get
You're
here?
gonna get yelled at.
How did you get here?
How did you even get here?
You put the link in the combo on Twitter.
Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac.
No, I'm only here for a split second, alright? Beating Stardust is not a life accomplishment.
Get pwned, you scrub lord.
You're welcome.
That's what you get for trying to bring up Stardust when we're talking about Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. All right. Can you unmute himself?
I don't know. Can I unmute him? No, I can't unmute him.
You're the bitches, alright?
I didn't do that.
He just
Oh,
left
okay.
the call. He just left the call. That was a prank, by the way, guys. That was a
That
social.
was so dumb. Like,
That was awesome.
you just muted him when I wanted to hear him yell, but you had to mute.
I thought it was pretty funny.
I thought it was a good moment.
I got a kick out of it.
I got a chuckle or two. Yeah. I got a laugh, a little giggle. But yeah, as I was saying, this is Superstars. This is where the Superstars come into play. This is where the big boys swing their bats, baby. This is where the people are drawing the money. This is where the money's going, baby. This is where you get the green. All of these guys are big money draws. While guys like Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns in the main roster, they couldn't draw a dollar if you gave them a green crayon. Shout out to Jim Cornette for that one. I like that one. See, that's like my favorite wrestling quote. Jim Cornette, you genius. But anyways, yeah. Who won this match? I'm sure I know the answer to that question, but you need to tell me.
Dolph Ziggler defeated The Miz.
Yep, expected that one. Even though The Miz deserves it, because he just feels like a better fit for the superstar fold than Dolph Ziggler, because Dolph Ziggler is a mainstream punk.
They have freaking Dolph Ziggler tagging with the Usos now, and now he's on Superstars.
Yep, this is where Dolph Ziggler has fallen to relevancy in life. Was that it for Superstars?
Yeah.
Now, which one of you is covering main event?
And
On that.
get to the results. Damn it. We don't need to hear an hour-long review. Come on, Eli. We're on a time schedule.
Match number 1 is Jack Swagger and Mark Henry versus Connor and Victor.
Yes.
The winners.
Yes.
We're riding a... What just happened? Okay. Riding on a very hot streetcar. A very good hot streetcar. Mark Henry and Jack Swagger.
No. Let me tell you what's wrong with this.
Why in the world would the guys that are going to be facing the Brothers of Destruction at WrestleMania lose?
Exactly. We're at the
these
point, right?
clowns?
Okay. Today it is January 22nd, 2016. WrestleMania is what? April 3rd, April 4th? It doesn't matter, alright? It doesn't matter. The Ascension is now at the point where they better be picking up some victories if they're going to fight the Brothers of Destruction at WrestleMania. They need those W's, bro. They need those W's bad. And they're not going to get them from these two patriotic men. Mark Henry, the former gold medalist. Jack Swagger, former gold medalist. I think Mark
What?
Henry was an Olympic gold
What?
medalist in ping pong.
What? What did you just call Jack Swagger a gold medalist?
He might as well be. Yep, that's exactly what I said.
You are dumb. You are the dumbest son of an expletive I have ever met in my life.
Well, that was rude and uncalled for. I guess some people aren't as enthusiastic about Jack Swagger as I am.
He hasn't won a gold. He hasn't won a medal. I don't even think he's
Mike,
been
I have a
won
question
since,
for you.
like Chad Gable. Huh.
When is the last time we've actually taken a Superstars and main event review seriously?
Never.
Never.
Ever. Alright, Eli. Move on. Yeah, just move on. I mean, I've already said enough about these two that I can't, like, I can't, you know.
I would usually skip the promo because it's probably irrelevant, but this one's very special. We go to an interview with JoJo and Curtis Axel, Heath Slater, Adam Rose, and Bo Dallas.
Warface JoJo. Big Show just took a dump down the hallway, JoJo.
Heath says JoJo does not have to introduce them because everyone knows them. Adam says that Heath is his red dragon, Bobo is his enchanted dragon, and Axel is his enchanted snowflake.
Eli, I want you to read that. I want you to read that like in the Adam Rose voice.
Heathy baby, you are my red dragon, and Bobo, you are my enchanted dragon, and Axel, I cannot forget about you. You are my enchanted snowflake, baby.
What is this dude talking about? Is he tripping on LSD? Does he actually see these guys as dragons and a snowflake? Like, what is this guy talking about?
I do. He's an enchanted snowflake, damn it.
I love it.
Snowflake.
I love Adam Rose. I think he should be on the commentary team if he has no future in the wrestling business, which he does.
Dude, Adam Rose on commentary, I think
he
I wouldn't
had
be able...
he had an impressive performance on NXT. Give him that.
He's like Lupe Fiasco. I just have no idea what this guy is talking about.
Wow.
Curtis wants to know why Bo is a shark. What? Why Bo is a shark and Heath is a dragon while he is a snowflake.
It makes perfect sense.
Bo says that they are four best friends with the same goal. They will make history on Sunday and will win the Royal Rumble and the World Championship together.
I finally realized how this team started. They must have all been backstage taking shrooms together. Because they all sound like they're under the influence of shrooms. Like they're just they just drug up before all of their promos. Especially Adam Rose. Adam Rose must be bogarting the storage of shrooms.
Hey, say baby.
Hey, say baby, pass the shrooms. I'm gonna take a trip to the stars, baby.
Spot on, bro. Well, Eli, spot on. You're almost there.
All right, Eli, just move on. Just move on from this.
Heath says the match is Iron Man for himself, and of the group, it will be him, so they start to argue. JoJo asks them about their tag match with the Dudleys. Bo says they are not a team, they are a family. Keith says the Dudley boys' night will be ruined. We go to commercial by Bo telling JoJo to Bo leave! Bo leave! Match number 2, Tyler Breeze versus Neville.
Gag.
The winner, Neville, off the Red Arrow. We go to commercial. I have nothing to say about that.
No, well,
That was a good.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it was a good match. I didn't watch it.
Freaking grandma called freaking Tyler Breeze a colorful peacock watching it with me.
Pretty much. It's a solid representation
I
of him.
do have to say that these are two awesome talents on the wrong show.
They are a lot of people talk about talents staying in NXT and how the main roster would ruin them, and I always want to say you can't knock it until you try it. But I believe Neville, Bo Dallas, and Tyler Breeze are the epitome of that statement. They are the personification of that statement. That sometimes you're just not ready to go to the main roster until they actually have something for you. Now I know that there are some people. What?
Didn't you guys hear that Breeze was getting backstage heat?
For
what?
He requested to leave some tapings early, and he's like getting heat for it. I read it on No DQ.
Oh, he's probably
And,
frustrated.
Like Vince gave up on a big push of him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that, but I mean, I don't blame the guy for being frustrated. This guy has been in developmental for what, maybe
For like
8 years, right?
6 or 8 years, something like that.
6 to 8 years, that. And he comes to the main roster, and he's lost all of his steam within a month. And this guy, his job is this is like his livelihood at stake, obviously, because he's not going to get that big money from TNA. which is where I feel like a guy like Tyler Breeze would go. I feel like once you get into WWE, unless you're smart, you want to be on television because you're used to it. So TNA is the best place to go. But as I said, TNA is a sinking ship right now.
You don't want to go there. It's not.
I know it's career suicide.
It really is.
But it's also the best. It's the second best option.
But I don't know.
What is this?
What?
I'm on NoDQ, and there's an article headline. It says, "Tough Enough winner Josh appearing in the Royal Rumble?" ?
Oh, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. I promise. There's gonna be a lengthy conversation about that tomorrow. If Josh from Tough Enough is in the Royal Rumble match this Sunday, I'm going to blow a gasket. I promise Sunday will be. If Sami Zayn, okay, let me tell you something. If Josh is in the Royal Rumble this Sunday and Sami Zayn is not, the review on Sunday is going to be a very angry one. That's all I can say. It's going to be a very angry one.
I hope they put Josh in the Rumble, that he gets eliminated by all 4 of the social outcasts.
Dude,
That'd be hilarious. Okay, that wouldn't be bad.
That is like the only way I would enjoy that. But if they dumped him out like 5 seconds before just 5 seconds he comes in, he's like, and he just gets dumped out. Oh, that'd be great. And then Heath Slater just jumps out of the ring and just doesn't even kayfabe Josh. Just literally just starts destroying the dude. I'd love that more than anything. Well, actually, I'd love Sami Zayn coming out in the Royal Rumble more than that. Please, Vince.
Plus 2 times.
Plus, Vince, plus. I beg.
Plus.
What were you even talking about before this? Oh yeah, Tyler Breeze. Yep, Tyler Breeze, whatever. Neville, whatever. I believe that they would be doing much better things in NXT tonight. As a matter of fact, on the tapings tonight, Finn Balor is facing Neville. Now that's a type of match to the quality of which Neville deserves. That is a type of match of the high standards of which Neville deserves, but he's not getting that on the main roster. He's getting it in NXT, and he's not even in NXT anymore, which is kind of sad and pathetic. Sorry, Vince. Oh God, oh God, oh goodness gracious.
I meant to say that beating Stardust is a life of... Thank you. Fuck you, Eli, for muting me, alright? Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. I see you. Thank you very much.
No, finish what you're gonna say.
I said, what I meant to say was, beating Stardust is a life accomplishment. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
In what context? How?
Thank you.
How?
He is main eventing superstars and main event. Duh.
He's not even main eventing superstars. He's not even that good.
Yeah, he is.
Dude came on just to say that beating Stardust is a life accomplishment.
Yeah, suck my nuts, bitch. Alright.
Will do. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, let's move on with the show.
So after that Neville Breeze match, we have the main event of the main event. Bubba Ray. Huh? Yeah, Neville won.
Oh, yeah.
They did that by the numbers thing for the Royal Rumble. And then we get the Dudleys versus the Social Outcasts represented by Heath Slater and Curtis Axel. Your winners via distraction roll-up, Curtis Axel and Heath Slater.
I don't even want to talk about this match. I want to talk about something else. How many goddamn times do they have to play that Royal Rumble by the numbers thing?
Every show.
Why? Like, this is my problem with the WWE. And it's not even these little video packages, right? It's the fact that they have to drill home every single thing they do on Monday night. The show starts with a promo. 30 minutes later, they'll be highlighting the promo like we forgot what happened. We remember, and if people missed the show and they didn't see it, instead of having to waste our time by replaying it every 15, 20, 30 minutes, just post it on YouTube like you do. Have them go look at it on YouTube during a commercial break or whatever. That's so much easier instead of wasting my time. And same with this thing. They have it on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube. I've watched it on YouTube because I kind of like the video package. I think it's cool. stats or whatever. But I don't need to see it. It's a waste of my time when I'm watching television because I've seen it. I know these numbers. I know these stats. If I forget them, I'll go back and watch it on YouTube. It's literally like that. I don't even have to be watching the WWE show to want to go see that video. It can be on a random, I don't know, let's say a random Tuesday, and I can go watch that instead of TNA probably.
How dare you?
And as far as the match goes, why? Why do you have the Big Show beat these 4 guys on Raw, just completely demolish them, just level them, and then they're beating one of the most quote-unquote powerful teams in the tag team division, who might be going to WrestleMania and who might be winning the tag team titles at WrestleMania, as far as we know? Why would you even, like, does anybody actually think that the Big Show has a chance of winning the Royal Rumble, let alone being like the final 5? Probably not. So the fact that you're burying an entire team for the sake of the Big Show is just a complete waste of talent, especially because it's the Big Show who has 0 talent. So you're basically subtracting 4 semi-talented guys minus the Big Show, which is like negative 20 million talent, and now you're just left with a giant void of emptiness. You can continue, Eli. Whatever. Mike, do you want to say anything about this match?
It was actually pretty good, to be honest. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with the match. Just the finish.
And especially how Axel got the pin, if I'm right.
I don't remember.
Close out the results because the show's over.
Oh, the show's over, huh? Well, you know what that means, Eli. You do know what that means, right?
Terrible non-stop action.
You do not know how to speak English, do you? It's total non-stop action because the action doesn't stop, boys.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I'm sorry. I thought I thought they changed it after.
No.
I thought they changed it after like 2009. Jeff Hardy.
Nope. That is not what happened. What happened was TNA Impact. It started as TNA Total Non-Stop Action, and it's going to finish as TNA Impact Total Non-Stop Action. Impact opens up with Matt Hardy arriving to the arena with his family and EC3 arriving with Tyrus. What a better way to start the show with old, probably like 57-year-old Matt Hardy, little chub, and EC3 coming down to the arena. Jeff Hardy comes down to the ring and he says that something doesn't feel right about the situation with his brother and EC3 tonight. He calls Matt Hardy down to the ring and Matt doesn't make him wait long. Jeff says that he and Matt have made a living being risk takers, and they have become famous what? And they have became all these typos. They have became famous because of a ladder. And people have always considered Jeff the artist of the family, but when it comes to the in-ring work, Matt has always been a master. He says that he owes his career to Matt, and he has learned more from Matt than anyone else. But tonight feels too risky to him, and it doesn't feel right to him. He says that he is uncomfortable with the match tonight. Now, I'm going to stop Jeff right there. Jeff, buddy, nobody cares about Matt Hardy. They care about you, so don't put over your brother, all right? Okay, say I if you'd rather see Jeff Hardy in this situation instead of Matt.
I.
What was the question?
Would you rather see Jeff Hardy in the world title picture or Matt Hardy?
I don't really care for, well, maybe, yeah, Jeff or Matt.
Yeah, Matt Hardy is not the better wrestler. Jeff Hardy, he just... I don't know. I don't know why they'd say that. I don't know why Jeff...
He has more charisma. He's obviously more skilled.
He has more charisma, better character, more skilled, more like just risk. Like I know Matt Hardy, he's not bad, but he's not Jeff Hardy. So don't even try to put Matt Hardy over Jeff Hardy. Especially you, Jeff. Dixie probably told him to do that. Goddamn Dixie. Matt says he understands where Jeff is coming from, but he feels like he let Jeff, the fans, and the rest of his family down. Matt says his career is at a crossroads. Shout out to Isaac. But there is a feeling inside of him that is telling him that you should bet it all on Matt Hardy. He says that he respects Jeff for voicing his opinion on this because he has never beaten EC3 one-on-one. But that all changes tonight. Jeff says that he knows all about letting people down, but he knows what EC3 is capable of. Matt says when it comes to EC3, he leads with his ego, which is why he put all of his chips on the table to get EC3 to get back into the ring with him. He says that pro wrestling is a lot like chess, and he is supremely confident that he will put EC3 in checkmate. Wow, you just gave a great reference to everybody that plays chess. I sure don't. But shout out to the people who do play chess, and they understood Matt Hardy's reference. Matt says when he becomes champion again, all of his dreams come true, and he will make Jeff and his family proud tonight. Matt says he will show the world that he is the premier wrestler on the planet. Jeff says that if Matt believes, then he believes it. And if he believes it, then what? And then his creatures believe it. Stop saying believe it, Jeff. You're confusing me. You're confusing my English. Jeff says that he predicts we will have a new champion by the end of the night, and all of his creatures will be chanting Hardy. Yep, they will be chanting Hardy. But wait for Jeff, though. Tyrus walks onto the stage wearing tights that say, I am a glorious unicorn.
Are you lying?
Well, actually, shout out to WrestleView.com, by the way, and right after that statement it says, yes, I am serious. So, Eli, yes, I am serious. I didn't catch that. Tyrus says that... What?
I feel like this is a gag. He didn't actually wear those.
I feel like it's not a gag and that Tyrus is literally just the new day.
Why don't we ask Paul? He said he cried at the end of the show.
Why did he cry?
I'm not giving spoilers. Read it for yourself.
Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see here. Where was I? Oh yes, Tyrus says that the Hardys are talking about dreams tonight, but one mistake can make a dream a nightmare. He says that EC3 has Matt, so he is out here for Jeff. Tyrus says that up until now, everything has been about personal, but Jeff made things personal when he called Tyrus stupid last week. Because, yeah, that's like the best insult you can give in all of professional wrestling. Calling somebody stupid. Yup. Stupid. That's it. Oh my goodness gracious. He says that since Jeff wants to be a smartass, then his ass belongs to him. He challenges Jeff to a match tonight. Jeff says that everyone knows Tyrus isn't real great with letters, so he might not be He might not be any better with numbers, so he might not be able to tell time. So instead of waiting, they should do this now. Then we get Jeff Hardy versus Tyrus in a match that absolutely nobody cares about.
Boring.
Why? Just why? Why would you start a show with Jeff Hardy and Tyrus? Jeff Hardy and Tyrus.
The guy who faced last week was more better than Tyrus.
I'm not even. Let's not even review this match. Let's just say Jeff Hardy won via DQ. After the match, Tyrus continues to work on Jeff despite the DQ and goes for the ICU spike, only for Jeff to counter into the twist of fate. Jeff is still hobbling as Tyrus retreats. And that was the end of that. We're not even going to grade TNA tonight. Let's not even grade TNA. Let's just grade SmackDown. A video package highlights the history of the Feast or Fired match, which will take place next week. This year, the briefcase will contain World Title, King of the Mountain title, and Tag Team title shots, and the last, obviously, having the pink slip. So, I have never been a fan of this Feast or Fired thing.
I do. I like it.
You do? Well, I believe I saw somewhere, I forget where it was, but I saw that Grado is in the match. Is Grado even signed to TNA? Does anybody know?
No.
See, I don't think he is, because he barely wrestles for them, and I believe he's the world champion of another company. So you're telling me that Grado is in a match, Feast or Fired, where he can get fired, but he's not even assigned to a contract. Alright.
I bet Paula was sad last year when the Feast or Fired thing happened because Velvet got fired.
I bet, but she came back, like, very, very shortly after.
I apologize if you hear my aunt's boyfriend sleeping. Or snoring, hold on.
It's all good. Wait, hold on. I believe I. Oh shoot, never mind. I thought I saw something that said they announced that Sami Zayn versus Samoa Joe in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
You're spoiling NXT.
No. At the next tapings. Not tonight. Next tapings. I won't say what happened. I won't say what happened tonight. Backstage, the Wolves cut a promo about the return of Beer Money. Davey says that 2 years ago they came to TNA and have overcome every team in the company, including the Hardy Boys and Team 3D. But now it seems like the best has been saved for last as Beer Money returns. So you're telling me that Team 3D, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys are not as good as Beer Money? All right. They went to dance with them, and then Crazy Steve.
Dude, that guy's weird, but he's pretty good in the ring.
Why? Why would you associate Crazy Steve with the Wolves? Why? Crazy Steve walks by laughing hysterically at them. The Wolves look confused and ask Steve what the hell is he doing. When someone off camera attacks them and lays them out, it seems that it was Abyss that attacked the Wolves. Why? Just, like, this is the most frustrating product. Like, they can put on good matches and they can just do all this stuff, but they can just put on the most frustrating stuff at the same exact time. Anyways, after that was the TNA Knockout Championship, Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong. Winner and still TNA Knockouts champion, Gail Kim, in a match that everybody thought was absolutely terrible because they basically involved the entire women's division, which was pretty much just the Dollhouse and the few others. Now, I talked about this last week, right? I literally just last week said that they should stop doing Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong.
And what do? They don't listen to Aiden.
And what do they do, Eli? They go ahead and they give us Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong in a match with the crappiest finish just possible. Have everyone come out and have just a giant cluster, a giant mess of people to end the match, which is absolutely something you should never do. It's just, why are they not like they're just it's like they're not trying.
At least they get more airtime than 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know they get more airtime than WWE, but maybe that's not a good thing because all we're getting, hey Isaac, stop messaging me saying daddy, will ya? I'm trying to talk about TNA.
And how?
He said talk about Cody Rhodes. You know what? I won't talk about. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna say what he just said last. I
I
can't.
hope he storms in here again.
I'll talk about Cody Rhodes when we get to Stardust on SmackDown, but not right now. Right now, it's about the TNA Knockouts division, which is an absolute mess. Can we please figure out something besides Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong? Is this all Dixie can do? Is Gail Kim versus Awesome Kong? Oh, Taryn Terrell? Throw Taryn Terrell in. So throw Brooke, whatever.
You're dumb.
You know what?
Taryn Terrell's not even with the company anymore.
I know, but when she was, or what? I don't even know. I don't care. TNA is like everybody comes and leaves every week. It's like you never know what their main roster is unless you look at it.
Is Brooke even on the roster?
I don't think so.
All right, let's see the.
But I'm saying what I meant was for this period of time, for this last pretty much all of 2015 and 2016, it was Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, Brooke, and Taryn Terrell. The doll,
We have Angelina Love, Awesome Kong, Gail Kim, Jade, Madison Rayne, Maria, Marty Bell, Raquel, Rebel, Rebby Sky, Rosemary, and Velvet Sky.
Give the title.
So many of those people are involved. Is there even a single person not involved with this Dollhouse, Awesome Kong, Gail Kim thing?
No.
Maria, but she's not even a wrestler right now.
Oh God.
What?
Give the title to Madison Rayne.
Give the title to Madison Rayne. No, just no. I mean, just don't even give the title to any. You know, Gail Kim's not even bad, but it's just that they're treating Gail Kim in such a boring way. And guys, I can now confirm that the surprise person was Austin Aries, and Austin Aries is now a part of NXT. That's pretty cool. Speaking of TNA, Austin Aries is now in NXT. And his Titantron looks dope.
And whoops, you just spoiled NXT 4 weeks ahead.
Ah, well, everybody's gonna hear about it anyways. Who am I kidding? I like to meet a person that wouldn't know that.
Shout out to Grandma thinking I'm talking to her when I'm talking to you guys.
I love you, Grandma. You know what I don't love? This match. But let's move on from it, shall we? Beer Money comes out, and James Storm says that it has been 5 years since they have wrestled together as Beer Money on Impact, and tonight it is going down. Rude asks the fans if they want to see them kick some ass tonight, and they challenge Bram and EY to a match as a Beer Money chant starts up. Instead, Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard come out, to the dismay of Beer Money and the fans. If you're gonna have somebody come out in place of Bram and EY who are actually entertaining, could it like not be Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard, please? Could you do something better, maybe? Maybe?
No.
Eli says that this isn't 2006 anymore, and Beer Money's time has passed. He says that Eli Drake's time is now. And he thinks that they should call Beer Money Midlife Crisis instead. That was a good one. Punny. Jesse says that they plan on breaking Beer Money tonight, but James Storm says that they just wrote a check that they can't cash. Beer Money attacks Jesse and Eli as this match is on. Now, I wish they were talking about you, Eli, because I feel like you're more entertaining than Eli Drake.
I'm a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't mind that.
Like, you should see me on a trampoline.
I'm
I'm pretty.
bro, you gotta record You gotta record your match sometime.
I might.
You gotta.
I hit that 5-star frog splash from the other side, and I had a swanton. I'm pretty sick.
It's pretty impressive.
Might post a video on the old Eskimo Brothers channel.
Yes, please. Yes, please do. Speaking of like videos that we're posting, if in fact something happens with Sami Zayn at the Royal Rumble, which I kind of doubt at this point. I kind of doubt it, but I'm still gonna record myself. I'm gonna record my reaction to what happens. Isaac just keeps on DMing me. He sent me a picture of Summer Rae, and it's like this furry little ugly creature. It looks like a
regular picture.
That looks like pretty much. It looks like a triangle combined with like a bird combined with like an elf. It's bad. It's real ugly. It's real hard in the eyes. But anyways, Beer Money versus Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard. Beer Money wins. I don't think anybody expected anything else, because why would irrelevant Drake and Goddard win this match when Beer Money, they're on a roll, guys. James Storm, he's back in TNA. He's not in NXT anymore. Shame. And Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's just the best. Am I right?
No comment.
No comment? You don't like Bobby Roode?
There's better. I don't really.
Bobby Roode is my favorite in NXT. Shoot, I was looking at pictures of Austin Aries when I said that. He's my favorite in TNA right now.
My favorite TNA is Gabby from Tough Enough.
Gabby from Tough Enough, huh? Did my boy Eli just really say Gabby from Tough Enough?
Yeah, I mean Raquel.
Is that her name? I haven't even seen it. I haven't watched TNA and I haven't watched the irrelevant bits of TNA in I don't know, 5 months. I just watch what I want to watch. I did not watch this Beer Money versus Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard's match.
I have not seen TNA since probably 2011.
Eli.
Yes.
What the heck, man?
You just watched it a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I turned it on, but it was almost like when I watched Show of Divas the other day. When I turned it on, I was watching for the first like 10 minutes, and I realized, wow, this is why I don't watch this show. And I put my headphones on and talked to Aiden.
But Eli, you're gonna regret that decision right now, because up next we got Mike Bennett with Maria versus Pepper Parks.
Who?
Who?
Pepper Parks.
Pepperidge Farm?
Pepperidge, yes, pretty much. Like, I don't know who this guy is, Pepper Parks. What a dumb name. But the only thing that matters is that Mike Bennett won, and Maria was there. and Maria is more relevant than either of these men. But I feel like Pepper Parks is probably an indie darling, and I just offended everybody.
Oh, come on.
Bennett says after the match that we all just witnessed was a real-life miracle, and it is okay if everyone needs a miracle, because Pepper Parks sure as hell needed one. Bennett says once again that he is building a kingdom of miracles in which everyone screams out, "Yes, we do."
He has the best. Pepper Parks has the greatest finisher name ever.
What is it?
The Pepper Shaker Neck Breaker.
The Pepper Shaker Neck Breaker. The Pepper Shaker Neck Breaker. I like this guy. I wish he beat Bennett.
Pepper Parks, everybody.
Pepper Parks. After this match,
Oh, he's dating Cherry Bomb, or married to Cherry Bomb.
I don't know who Cherry Bomb is.
She's in Global Force. She wrestled for Shine.
Oh, you know what? I've heard of her. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've heard of her. After this, I can't even. I'm just not in the mood at all to talk about TNA. I'm sorry, guys.
I wasn't in the mood last week. It's
TNA is just killing my vibe right now. Main event: TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. Title versus career, last man standing. Matt Hardy versus EC3. Ladies and gentlemen, by decision of Dixie Carter's stupid brain, your new TNA World Champion is Matt Hardy.
Can you explain to me what that means? Like,
Matt Hardy turned heel. Tyrus turned heel. EC3 is now face.
what?
EC3 is now face. You hear that? You hear that, Eli?
Yeah.
EC3 is now face, and Matt Hardy is your heel champion. Matt Hardy, who is let me go look up how old Matt Hardy is. All right, Matt Hardy age.
30. He's got to be like 37.
He is 41.
Oh wow.
Don't count out Matt, bro.
How old's Jeff then? Jeff has to be like 30 then. 30.
Jeff Hardy. Let's go look up how old Jeff Hardy is.
I got it right. He's 38. He's the 38.
38. Okay. So this 41-year-old man, who barely has the physical ability to walk. You think I'm kidding, but I'm really not. He beat EC3 1 week after he won the title. And Tyrus turned from heel to heel. Sometimes I don't understand double turns. Sometimes I do understand double turns when it's Bret Hart and Stone Cold, when it's a big deal. But when it is 41-year-old Matt Hardy, who hardly anybody cares about, I was going to say who hardly anyone cares about, is winning the world title from EC3, who is over and people like, I'm so confused. What is this company thinking? This company is not WWE. This company will never be WWE. They need to stop trying to be WWE. They need this fresh talent. They need these young people to revolutionize what they're doing. But when you have Matt Hardy, who is best known for his days in WWE, and likely would not even be TNA World Champion right now if he was not in the WWE, is leading your company, which you're trying to distinguish from the WWE. That's not how it works. Just because your ring has 6 sides doesn't mean you're any different than the WWE. Just because your wrestlers aren't the WWE wrestlers, just because you don't have a John Cena, doesn't mean you aren't any better than them. Because you have a 41-year-old man as your world champion when you have so much young talent just being wasted away. Like Davey Richards, for example, who is a former Ring of Honor world champion, is getting sucker punched and beaten up by Abyss, who is a washed up Kane.
Mankind wannabe.
I always say Kane because right when they changed Kane to corporate Kane, they changed Abyss to Joseph Park.
See, I wouldn't even know that.
Yeah. It's like they want to say so much that they aren't the WWE, but they're just so terrible in distinguishing themselves from it. They did a good job when they... Wait, what am I talking about? They've never done a good job. TNA has never done a good job of distinguishing themselves from other wrestling companies. Lucha Underground has. They do seasons. They're like all like Mexico, like luchador style of wrestling.
I've been watching it. I've been like trying to catch up because season 2 is coming up, and it's honestly some of the best wrestling I've ever seen in my life.
It starts like this week, right?
I know. It starts Wednesday, I believe, and I think if I'm wrong or if I'm not wrong, are we gonna review that as well?
I don't know if I have the time to watch it. I will be there.
I would be glad to take the lead on that one.
You want to take the reign? Okay, yeah, you can do that. We can do that. That works.
Yeah, I'll send you the password to the email.
I got you.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
Eli, I'll join you.
When would you guys like to do that?
Do you just want to throw it in with this show?
Yeah, but I feel like you guys should do it separate.
Do you want to? I'm cool with what it's on Wednesdays. So I mean,
how about Thursday?
I could do Thursday.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Lucha Underground reviews with Eli on Thursday. And Eli and Mike and whoever else wants to join them. I'll watch. I'll be a spectator for that.
I just can't get enough of it, honestly, and that's what I need to get from TNA whenever I turn on the TV, instead of turning it on and going, "Wow, this sucks," and putting on my headphones and looking at my computer.
Whew. Big relief. WWE tweeted that Austin Aries got signed, so we're good. No spoilers. No spoilers. Spoilers averted. And they say that he is also signed to NXT, so he is not going to James Storms us. So that's good. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this show anymore. Let's move on to SmackDown, please.
Wait, did you get my message, Aiden?
Yeah, we're gonna end it around then. Okay. You guys ready for SmackDown?
Yes, I am.
I'll be back. You guys have fun.
What? Okay. We will. I got you. SmackDown opens with the entrance of Chris Jericho in Dayton. We hear from Mauro Ranallo. Shout out to my boy Mauro, who gave us that retweet on Monday. He said he loves us. We love you too, Mauro. Mauro Ranallo was joined with Byron Saxton and Jerry the King Lawler. They discussed the Royal Rumble pay-per-view this Sunday, featuring a 30-man Royal Rumble match with Roman Reigns' championship on the line. We head back to the ring where Jericho is inside with a mic in his hand. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
That is Isaac. He's just being creepy tonight.
Did you guys hear about that?
Hear about what?
James Storm leaving NXT. Did you guys hear about that?
Did you hear that Austin Aries just debuted?
What?
You hear that Austin Aries debuted?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
What?
He just debuted like 10 minutes ago. Oh, Isaac just died. He just died. Alright, we head back to the ring where Jericho is inside with a mic in hand. A loud Y2J chant breaks out. He says, "Welcome to Thursday Night Jericho." That's not gonna work every day of the week, Chris. Jericho talks about returning to SmackDown for the first time in 14 long months. Why doesn't he just say a year? He plugs the biggest Royal Rumble in history of WWE this Sunday, as the winner will walk out the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He said when Y2J returns, big things happen, and talked about the biggest highlight reel in history on Monday night. He orders the monkeys to roll the clip. Now, I have a problem with this. A small problem. Very small. I was okay with them calling it the biggest highlight reel in history going into it, but do we all forget that it literally just turned into a Jericho and Paul Heyman promo? Like, I wouldn't consider that last part of the highlight reel. It was literally just Chris Jericho, Paul Heyman, which is great. They're both good workers on the mic, but it's not the quote-unquote biggest of all time. And that's WWE's problem. They have a problem with history. They have a problem with saying things that just they're too soon to be said. Like John Cena is the greatest of all time. They say all that this match is one of the greatest of all time. Kevin Owens' debut, one of the greatest debuts of all time. They try to convince you that this is making history, that this is history, this is groundbreaking stuff. Instead of just letting you decide for yourself. Vince is like, make these people know that it's the greatest of all time. He just doesn't let you decide for yourself, which makes me want to think, wow, this might have actually sucked a lot. And I wouldn't say that Kevin Owens' debut was one of the greatest of all times. I wouldn't say that this was the greatest highlight reel of all time, but that's not really saying much because there aren't really many great highlight reels. They're pretty much all decent promos. That's enough of that. We see highlights of the highlight reel on Monday night featuring Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns interrupts the show, leveling Lesnar with a spear. The League of Nations get involved until Lesnar cleared the house on everyone until Reigns takes him out with another spear. The Wyatt family then showed up surrounding Reigns inside the ring and then took him out to send a message before the Royal Rumble. Jericho is then back and talks himself up as the savior of the WWE. Jericho, that was 1999. That was 2000. This is 2016. You are no longer the savior. He promises he will win the Royal Rumble match this Sunday. Big E interrupts Jericho as the New Day heads out onto the ramp. Eli, are you there?
I am.
Mike, are you there?
He's
No.
muted.
Say I if you knew that the New Day coming out to interrupt Chris Jericho would result in a Rudy Tooty Booty chant.
I wasn't really expecting it, to be honest. So.
I was. I
didn't watch. Did the crowd start the Rudy Tooty Booty chant, or did?
Oh no! I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Don't worry about it.
I knew it exactly.
I'll get to it. Big E interrupts Jericho as the New Day head out onto the ramp. Big E disagrees with Jericho, calling him a savior. Kofi Kingston said someone should make a documentary about Jericho. Xavier Woods said it would be called Making a Brass Murderer. They start up a shame chant at Jericho. Woods says Jericho is cold as ice and cold-blooded. They want a moment of silence for the trombone. Jericho calls them stupid and jackasses. He then tries to start up a Rudy Tooty Booty chant and gets the crowd in Dayton to chant along. The New Day are not fans as they get inside of the ring. Jericho said he'd love to fight them, but brings up they already have a scheduled 6-man tag team match. The Usos and Dolph Ziggler, painted up like the Usos, are out next. Before we get into that part, I'm going to talk about this for a minute here. The New Day, wearing really thin right now.
Oh, they are.
They are on thin ice for me right now, and not because they're doing anything wrong. But the New Day at this point, they are coming out every single week. They are saying the exact same things, basically. As charismatic as they are, it's getting boring, right? I know that the kids still I know that they're still quote-unquote in. But have you noticed that there's a lot of the chatter, a lot of the buzz around the New Day has really started to fall off?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's just like whenever, I don't know, like 3-4 months ago, I used to watch Raw just for like the New Day promos, and that's the thing that I'm looking at, that I was looking forward to. But now it's just like they're in the back of my mind, like they're still there, they're still entertaining slightly, but they're not what they were.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I'm not even excited to see them on SmackDown. Like, I was kind of like, I kind of like sighed. I was like, because I don't want to see the New Day on SmackDown. Or not even on SmackDown. I don't know why I said that. I mean, like, why are they interrupting Chris Jericho? Like, just why? Like, I feel like Chris Jericho is just feeding off of all the young talent right now, promo wise. Like, I know he can come out there himself, and I know that you could say that Roman Reigns fed off of Jericho on Monday, which is true. But Jericho needs Roman Reigns' relevancy, and Jericho needs the New Day's overness to elevate his promos. And I'm not saying Jericho is bad on the mic by any means. What I'm saying right now, for him to be relevant, for him to get these opening segments, for him to close these shows, he needs this talent around him. You can't open a show with a Chris Jericho promo for just no reason.
I just don't like that they're trying to sell Jericho as this like big guy to win, like a big contender to win the Rumble. Like no one's buying that.
No, yeah, exactly. I can see him in the final 3 or something like that.
But no one's buying him actually winning this damn match. Like
No.
there's 3 guys that everyone thinks can win this match, and that's good. Like because the past 2 years you got Batista is winning, Reigns is winning, but you don't know this year. But it's not Jericho's not one of those guys. It's Lesnar, Triple H, and Roman. So I don't understand why they're trying to push Jericho as one of these guys. Is like, hey, he could win this. No one's buying that. No one thinks that'll happen at all.
Can I mention something from the NXT tapings really quickly?
Yeah.
The woman who was rumored to be playing Sister Abigail debuted, and she was not in a Sister Abigail gimmick whatsoever.
Who was it?
Santana Garrett?
No, she's wrestled before on NXT house shows.
Yeah, apparently a very talented person, but not in that gimmick. Not in the Sister Abigail gimmick. I'm not going to say anything about who she faced because I do not want to spoil the tapings, as I kind of already did a little bit. I'm really trying my hardest to keep it back. It's really easy to talk about. I mean, I could spend an entire hour talking about the tapings tonight. How disappointing they were. But the show shall go on.
Double pin.
Let's see. What else happened here? Up next was Dolph Ziggler and the Usos versus the New Day. The winner were Dolph Ziggler and the Usos.
Shocker.
Yep.
Let's bury your tag team champions even more. Let's put them in worse matches even more than they've already been in. With
Does Vince?
I don't know.
Hold on. Does Vince understand that literally nobody wants to see these matches? Nobody wants 6-man tag team matches of this irrelevant scale. Nobody wants to see Dolph Ziggler painted out like a goddamn Uso. That's dumb. It made me cringe. I was sitting here like...
The eye black makes me cringe enough.
Oh, yes. That was like... What are you? Are you trying to be like a college football player? Just... Why? Dolph Ziggler, I like your decision to wear pants. But your decision to put on Uso face paint, just because you're teaming up the Usos, was not the best decision you've made in your career. It just made me sit there thinking, wow, look how far Dolph Ziggler has fallen.
What would you think of, like, him taking a break for a little bit, just, like, taking some time off, and then having him come back as, like, an established heel? Like a top-tier level heel.
I wouldn't mind that. I feel like he's a good wrestler. I feel like he's a good talent. I feel like he's good on the mic. He's got the charisma.
Yeah.
But he's used in such a boring way that all I know, everything I see associated with Dolph Ziggler, I know is going to be boring.
It's just
boring. He's so boring.
But I feel like he can be entertaining.
I don't even like as a face. I don't see I see very little entertainment value in Dolph Ziggler, but as a heel, I feel like he is the hashtag heel. I think that he can work that gimmick.
Yeah.
He's Randy Orton. They're both so boring.
But it's the same principle with Randy Orton almost.
Not even at this point.
He was a bad heel near the end of his heel run. But I think if you go back to either Legend Killer, which he's a legend at this point, so that wouldn't work. But 2009, I look at 2009 when he's feuding with Triple H, and he's DDTing Stephanie McMahon and making out with her while she's unconscious, and Triple H is handcuffed to the ropes watching. Like that's fucking vicious.
But look at him now.
They can still make a wrestler out of this guy.
I feel like they can't. I feel like Randy Orton is stuck now in a position where he's like he's too popular to be put into like a new gimmick. It'd be like turning John Cena heel, putting Randy Orton back into like something like that. Plus, now that it's like mega PG programming, you can't do something like that.
Well,
You can't. I know how cool that is.
Yeah, it was sick. I remember watching that when I was younger, and I was like, wow, this guy is a fucking dickhead. And
The worst.
And I loved it, but I mean, I'd like to see it again, but it's either that or Randy Orton's he's done it. I don't see him.
Irrelevancy. Becky Lynch. You know this is gonna be bad. Becky Lynch versus Alicia Fox. How many combinations of these terrible matches can they give us? How many combinations of Charlotte, Becky versus Team Jobber can they give us? Alicia Fox and Brie Bella, I feel like they're losing every single week to Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Like, I'm sure this match has already happened before. There's other divas on the roster. Are they forgetting that? Where's Natalya? Just freshen it up. These aren't the only 4 people on the divas roster. If you have to, pull some people up from NXT or something. Pull up Alexa Bliss. Pull up Nia Jax. If you have just something to change something. Because I don't want to see Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Alicia Fox, and Brie Bella every single week on SmackDown Raw getting a match that is going to be about 3 minutes in length. And that's it.
Bring in freaking Noof.
Bring in Noof! Noof would be a breath of fresh air in this division. Any of the divas down in NXT right now would breathe air into this division.
Or, I'm gonna do it for Jersey, and I'm gonna do it for the group.
Here, Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan. Shout out to Liv Morgan, by the way. Put Liv Morgan in this. Put Liv Morgan in the Divas division. It doesn't matter. Put anybody. Just change something. All right. I'm tired of seeing these matches. They are terrible. Nobody cares about these matches. You aren't building to a feud. You are destroying a feud. If you want to build to a feud, I'd rather see a Becky Lynch promo which Charlotte interrupts and they fight. Now, they did that with Paige and Charlotte, despite Paige's tasteless comments about Charlotte's brother, which kind of ruined the entire thing for me. Their fighting was good. Becky Lynch can't fight on the ground, man. Her punches are absolute garbage on the ground when she's just pounding in. Her punches are garbage. I know there's nobody out there who can just throw nasty punches on the ground. Actually, Apollo Crews does a pretty good job, but his punching is slow. Becky is like... Her punches are so fast, but it looks like she's like beating I don't know, she's like beating her pillow until it's flat. She's not trying to punch a hole into something. She's trying to flatten, it just, what are you, if you can't do something, don't do it. Don't make a fool out of yourself. And this entire segment ended with Becky Lynch pointing at Charlotte, because that is it. That is it. She just points at Charlotte, and that's it. Charlotte just walks away. Why can't we have a feud with so much tension that these two are going to fight at any moment? That's what it looked like when Becky Lynch came out and attacked Charlotte before her match with Brie Bella. Thank God, because that match would have been terrible and a waste of my time. But why can't I want a feud that's so aggressive, like a Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, like a Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens, like a Roman Reigns.
Taker.
Brock versus Taker, yes, exactly. Every single chance these two get, they want to destroy each other.
They're boring.
But nope.
But they don't have to be boring. That's the thing. They don't have to be, but
They don't have to.
it makes them boring. The booking makes them boring.
Yes.
And Charlotte as a champion, it's just not
was
working
boring.
for me whatsoever.
No, I could just remember in September we were all like, man, Charlotte as champion is going to be such a breath of fresh air. But it's been even more.
Now I'm choking.
there.
Now I'm choking.
I took too much air in. It's
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, shoot. It's on to my tongue. It's really escaping my mind right now. I remember what I was gonna say. I feel like a champion has some sort of responsibility when it comes to the how they're doing as a champion. I know booking is a major part of it, right? But if Seth Rollins did not put his 100% effort and his 100% care into his title reign, do you think it would have been anywhere as good as it was? Probably not. Do you think that if Seth Rollins did not put all of his effort into his feud with Kane, his feud with Ambrose, where he kept on losing and looking super weak, do you think he would have been as successful as a champion as if he just didn't try? And if he just took creative order and he just looked like a puppet out there. That's what Charlotte looks like to me. She looks like a puppet. So does Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns improving, whatever. He's degrading on the mic already, and that's not a good sign. I watched they didn't put it on SmackDown, but after SmackDown aired, they had a little R-Truth celebration thing. And just his words seem so forced. I just know Vince is asking him to do this. And he has this fake enthusiasm that just it just makes me want to mute my sound and just not listen to this guy because it's so hard to listen to. It's just so tough. Anyways, that's enough of that, I guess. What was I gonna say here?
Update from the WWE shop. As much as the New Day has been wearing dry on me, there are now New Day tracksuits and a Rest in Peace Francesca memorial shirt.
That's dumb. They have way too much merch.
Behind a year.
They've had 4 shirts in the span of 2 months.
They've had way too many shirts, man.
Is that a problem to you guys?
And they only wear the one. They only wear that blue one. That's probably, which is the next to oldest one. They have that red one, they have a red one, a yellow one, and the Francesca one.
Oh well. Let's move on from that, I guess. Up next was Miz TV featuring Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. I'm not even going to talk about this promo. I'm really not.
Can you skip this, please?
Yep, I'm going to skip it. I'm going to say it ended with The Miz surprise attacking Dean Ambrose. And then he invited Kevin Owens down to the ring, and Kevin Owens attacked The Miz instead.
It was bad, and they made Dean count the 10. It was just so bad. It was the worst segment I've ever seen in my life.
It was just Miz TV is such a
I love the Miz, but Miz TV needs to go.
Speaking of stretched out gimmicks, Miz TV needs to go. It's just
If they want to do this dumb talk show stuff, they should do it with somebody that's relevant. But I don't even know if there's somebody relevant and
the Rose Bush.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome. I want
Adam Rose just trash talks all of his opponents. Not even the opponents, just the people that he invites out there.
What if all the social outcasts had a show together? And they had
That'd be so bad. That'd be so bad. I don't know, man. That's
superstars quality stuff. I think.
Okay, that is superstar quality. Can't lie on that one. Shall we move on?
Yes, we shall.
Ryback versus Bray Wyatt.
Let me stop you right there.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Ian.
We saw it at a pay-per-view. They got Bray Wyatt a win. We were like, yeah, Bray Wyatt actually winning in a feud.
Yay.
But I don't have to see this match on TV. I don't. I really. Yeah, I shouldn't be put through this.
Why, Vince? Why? Well, Eli, you were put through it.
I wasn't. I didn't watch, but I'm just.
Well, at least Bray Wyatt won.
That is true.
And then after that, we got Stardust versus Titus O'Neil. So when the show goes from bad to worse, you lose all your interest, right? Titus O'Neil won. I'm sure none of you expected anything else. Shout out to Isaac.
I'm waiting for Isaac to just jump in the car now.
Man, that was a monumental career achievement.
Oh yeah, Titus O'Neil's going right to the top because that was such a monumental win for him, beating.
He's winning the Royal
Stardust.
Rumble. He's main eventing WrestleMania.
Who?
I feel like has Stardust won a match this year?
He won one on like main event or something.
No, he won a Raw match if I'm right. No.
No, he won like a main event or Superstars match because I remember Isaac was freaking out about it last week.
Probably against like Fandango or something like that. Which is probably a bigger career elevation than beating Stardust. Just saying. Backstage.
Like a relevant win at WrestleMania.
What?
BC's had like a relevant win at WrestleMania.
That's true. That's true. He beat Chris Jericho. Backstage, Renee Young is with Kalisto. Young talks about his rematch with Alberto Del Rio for the United States Championship.
Fandango.
It
Good.
was. Oh, I was right. I was right.
Hey, you're right.
Oh, sweet. I love being right.
You aren't gonna be right about Sami Zayn coming back at the Royal Rumble, boy.
I probably won't be looking at how the tapings ended up tonight.
How did it finish up?
I'm not gonna say. I don't want to spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Okay.
Let's just say that there is even more confusion. It could still happen. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It could still happen. There's just a lot of confusion. Lots of randomness going on.
Sami Zayn won, huh?
No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Mm.
Let's just say, not necessarily. But, yeah, I can't even say it without spoiling it, so I'm just not gonna say anything else.
Baron Corbin attacked Austin Aries.
Yup, he sure did. So that means Baron Corbin
Samoa
is probably.
Joe.
Oh, wait. Let's not spoil it. Let's not spoil it.
Okay.
before you continue. They did tweet about Austin Aries though. So, yup. Welcome to NXT, Austin Aries. Your Titantron looks sick, and I'm gonna watch your entrance after we're done this show. I heard like 3 seconds of his song, and it kind of reminded me of Kevin Owens. I don't know if you've heard
Johnny
it yet,
versus
Isaac.
Austin Aries.
Yes.
Oh, so I just realized Austin Aries coming to NXT provides so many dream matches.
I told you.
Austin Aries versus Finn
I
Balor.
tweeted about that. Like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, well, your dreams came true.
My dreams came true.
Guys, let's just finish. Let's just finish this show.
Yeah, we should wrap this
Yeah,
up.
we have 12 minutes until we gotta go off the air.
Kalisto talks about how much Del Rio has accomplished in Mexico. He said Del Rio might be bigger and stronger, but he's been David his entire life, and he's used to fighting Goliath. Kalisto said he will beat Del Rio one more time. Del Rio walks up and says Kalisto's wins over him were nothing but a fluke. The rest of the League of Nations walks up and they attack Kalisto. Sheamus finishes him off with a bro kick. WWE World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns is on his way to the ring. Reigns grabs a mic and talks about Vince McMahon giving him the #1 spot in the Royal Rumble on Monday night. He sarcastically says he didn't see that one coming, and whenever Roman Reigns says something sarcastic, it's obviously going to be cringeworthy because he has the enthusiasm of a potato. Reigns talks about McMahon trying to stack the odds against him. He said he will walk in as champ and walk out as champ. Reigns said it is 1 versus 29 on Sunday, and tonight it is 1 versus 4, and he likes his chances for both. As I said before, it is not actually a 1 versus 29 match because you're telling me that they're going to put 29 heels in this match? No. Roman Reigns is probably going to have friends in this match, so Roman, just calm down, don't get your panties in a bunch. You're probably going to have some backup, okay, buddy? Up next, we got Roman Reigns versus the League of Nations, Sheamus, Rusev, Del Rio, and King Barrett, and your winner was Roman Reigns versus, via DQ. Just why could you not have Roman Reigns lose? Okay, I understand having Roman Reigns win this match if he is not winning on Sunday. But if he is going to win on Sunday, why not just have him lose? In some cheap fashion, have somebody come out and distract him or something. Just, something. But no. No. Not happening. After the match, the League of Nations lift up Roman Reigns, setting up a super kick by Rusev that drops Reigns. Rusev stops over the back of Reigns when the Usos hit the ring. The Usos go after Sheamus and Rusev. So, right when you thought this segment couldn't get more boring, here comes the definition of boring, the Usos. Sheamus and Rusev get the upper advantage with help from Barrett and Del Rio, super kick and bro kick from both Sheamus and Rusev on the Usos. Superman punch on Rusev by Reigns, then a spear on Sheamus, then the Wyatt family sound hits as the arena goes black. When the light comes back on, the Wyatt family is surrounding the ring. Bray Wyatt is smiling with a little smirk. Reigns starts attacking the Wyatts, dumping out Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Braun Strowman is in, staring down Reigns. Reigns with rights to Strowman. Strowman grabs Reigns and easily launches him over the top rope. Harper and Rowan with shots on Reigns on the outside. They toss Reigns back in. Strowman lifts Reigns up on his shoulders and drops him back down. Bray Wyatt holds up his arms, telling Strowman and Rowan to pick up Reigns. Wyatt with a Sister Abigail on Reigns. He stands over Reigns and yells, "Follow the buzzards." Now, I gotta say that they are making the Wyatt family look awfully strong these past few weeks, as if they're priming Bray Wyatt to fight Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, eh?
And Luke.
And hey, don't knock him yet, man.
Big Show versus Eric Rowan.
Ah, yes, Steel Stairs match, please, Flaming
Main
Steel
event.
Stairs.
Flaming Steel Stairs. There you go.
Please. Yeah, I would love that more than anything. Vince, you don't know. Actually, I don't know. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Like, tomorrow I'm going to have a mental breakdown about Sami Zayn in the Rumble. Like, I'm going to, tell you all of my mental conflicts with what's happening.
I hope they put Josh in the Rumble just to make you mad.
If Josh is in the Rumble, I swear to God, I'm going to snap.
Tomorrow.
Oh, no,
And
okay,
how-
yeah. I'm gonna snap on the show tomorrow regardless. I'm going to get mad about it. I'm going to get heated.
Just say it-
But on
say it-
Sunday, if he is actually in the match, before he has debuted on NXT, before we have even seen this guy wrestle, and he's... Oh, there goes my phone. Hold on, I'm going to go turn that off real quick.
It seems like on Monday morning.
I'm trying to talk about Josh. Don't interrupt me.
It seems like on Monday morning I will be fucking Triple H's desk, cause Stardust is not going back as Cody Rhodes.
Did you say that?
That's
Did you
what
say
I'm
that?
hearing.
Yep, I
Remember-
don't think... I mean, he lost to Titus on SmackDown. I don't think that's
Remember
any
what
good sign.
Remember what I said? What I promised?
I thought it was if he did show up in the Rumble.
No, I said if he didn't, I'm gonna go
Oh.
punish him.
So you just said you're gonna hump Triple H's desk live on the show.
Yeah, I don't care.
And Ellie and I have our own deal where if Sami Zayn does not come out, I have to apologize, and if he does, she has to apologize on the show.
That's for what? Being stupid and having dumb arguments?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're still gonna record the entrances, right, for the Rumble?
I am. Well, I'm gonna have the camera on me, because I don't want no copyright strikes.
Hmm.
I'm not about that life.
Oh, should turn on some music.
Yep. I don't think I'm gonna get. I think I see a lot of people record videos of them watching WWE, and they're never. Okay, now I'm getting a phone call. Okay, you know, I'm just getting too many phone calls.
I feel as if the show's falling apart with the yelling and the phone calls.
Yeah, that's pretty much our
We
signal
have
to say
7
that we
minutes
need to
left
go.
anyway.
Yeah, we did well tonight. We got an hour and 23-minute show. Not bad when we're reviewing these terrible shows. Well, SmackDown was alright, I guess, and Superstars is always legendary. But TNA,
Fix your
it's
shit.
just so hard.
Fix your shit.
They are. It's so hard to review a show that you have absolutely no interest in. Zero interest for
But-
TNA.
Next week we will have the entertainment of Lucha Underground, where I'm actually
I'm
interested
looking
in.
forward to Eli. I'm looking forward to you guys reviewing that. I'll be there on the sidelines clapping. Anyways, guys, let's wrap it up now. SmackDown, meh. TNA, Superstars, legendary. Main event, legendary. Of course, as usual. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all who will watch in the future. Thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to all of our supporters. Thank you to all of our detractors. Thank you to everyone. Everyone who watches our show.
Make sure
We-
to follow us.
Oh, yes. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Eskimo Bros Cast. That is EskimoBrosCast.
I am not in the clear right now, so hit it, Eli.
For those of you who don't know how to spell.
And make sure to tune in tomorrow. We will have an amazing. I promise tomorrow's show will be spectacular. It'll be angry. It'll be angry. It'll be very angry. If you like seeing me angry, if you like seeing me yell, I'll be yelling a lot tomorrow.
And
And
we'll be singing tomorrow.
We will be
yes, we will.
to close out the show. You'll see tomorrow.
That's right.
So tune in next time on the Eskimo Brothers Wrestling Podcast.
That's right. The highs and the lows, me yelling, and then us singing to end the show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have yourselves an amazing night.
And